Oldie Log Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this real, because y'all know Oldie Log keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, so salute to Devin Haney, for becoming the undisputed champion at his division, right? He got the lineal, so he's on the pound for pound list. We have to find him a spot. I will go over my pound for pound list again, right, and find him a spot on there. And I'm going to rank him kind of high, to be honest with you guys, because he went overseas and did this, right? So I have to give him credit. He was going to do it without his head trainer and his father. He was going to do it without him. So we have to, recognize all that with Devin Haney, right? So we have to rank him accordingly. He's higher than Shakur now. Let's just put it like that. He's higher than Shakur on my list. Right? Tank not even on my list. I mean, come on, Tank, he's not even on there, right? But let's get into the other news, right? So the other news is that, it got this little, this little thing going back and forth with Earl Spence Jr. and Floyd Mayweather. And I listened to one of the cult members' videos, right? And Earl Spence Jr. said, if I work for Floyd Mayweather, I don't know, right? But let me read this to you right here. Look, and this is what Floyd Mayweather said in 2018. He said, what I have been working on is communicating with Al Heyman. Me and Al have been communicating. We've been talking and trying to come up with the best solution for all the fighters that are under our umbrella. So Pacquiao is now under our umbrella, the Mayweather and Heyman umbrella. Do you hear all that? Our umbrella. Damn, so it's like Floyd been telling us, right? Like, but we haven't been paying attention. Right? The Mayweather and Heyman umbrella. I like to say that we are one. That me and Al Heyman are one. He's been like a father to me. As far as the business world, I have two fathers. I have two fathers, one that taught me the fight game and one that taught me the business on the outside. And according to this little thing right here, he set up the fight. He told Al Heyman to put Manny Pacquiao in the ring with Adrian Broner. Right? This is what he said. I think the best fight for Pacquiao, I told Al Heyman that the best fight for Pacquiao is probably Adrian Broner fight. And Adrian Broner fought Pacquiao in 2019. So how I'm looking at this is that a lot of people don't want to sign. I mean, shit, it's weird, right? Now let's listen to Earl Spence Jr. And this is for educational purposes only.
What you do and can't do. I mean, what is Floyd? Do you work for Floyd or PBC? I ain't never got a check from Floyd. Okay. it. So, I mean, shit, if I work for him, I ain't know. Oh, really? So, like I said, me and Al talk about my career. You know, me and Al go over my career. You know, when Al asks just things to me, ask me what I want to do, and then I had a final say something to that. So even with that,
just exposed yourself. You heard that? Al asked me what I want to do, and then I come up with a solution. Listen, man, like listen to the guy. Listen to him. This is for educational purposes only. Listen to Earl Spence Jr. He could have been fought Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, come on, he could have been fought him. Listen to the man.
Is Floyd? Do you work for Floyd or PBC? I ain't never got a check for Floyd. Okay. I never check for Floyd. So I mean, shit. If I work for him, I ain't know. Oh, really? So, like I said, me and Al talk about my career. You know, me and Al go over my career. You know, when Al asks just things to me, ask me what I want to do, and then I had a final say something to that. So even with that, so
Al will suggest things to me, and I tell him what I want to do. Right? You feel what I'm saying? So all those other fights, he could have been fought Crawford. That wasn't Al Heyman's plan. That was his plan. The man just ratted on himself. The man literally just ratted on himself. See, so all you Earl sexuals, just let it be known. The man just ratted on himself. Right? Al Heyman suggests fights to me, and then I got the final say-so. Al Heyman suggests fights to me, and then I have the final say-so. So you didn't have to fight Sean. You didn't have to fight none of these guys. And when you said the easy route, you meant the easy route. Oh, yeah, bro. Like, look at this comment right here. Like, look at what's on the screen right there, Roy Jones Jr. Look at what's on the screen right there. Like, man, like I'm about to read the little part that shocked me. I said, damn, Floyd been telling us, right? Now, this is what got me right here. Right? We've been talking and trying to come up with the best solution for all the fighters that are under our umbrella. Our, not Al Heyman's, our umbrella. So Pacquiao is now under our umbrella. And Pacquiao was signed to the PBC, not TMT. Pacquiao was signed to the PBC, not TMT. So why is he saying our? Because he got something involved in it. And he was letting Earl Spence Jr. know, hey, bro, ain't nothing going down unless I can get Crawford to sign to me. That's what it's all about. They want Terrence Bud Crawford over there, and Crawford trying to stay a free agent. Crawford trying to stay a free agent. So he's not going to be able to get that fight unless he's signed to TMT. They don't even want him to sign to the PBC. They want him to sign to TMT. Why you think that Floyd Mayweather been chasing this man around? He pop up at the Shakur after party. Right? Trying to holler at Crawford. Y'all forgot that? Right? Right before the Spence fight, he like, yeah, Crawford, man, now you need to come over here, man. Now we can make that fight happen, man. I can, right? Now, as soon as the, like the negotiations supposed to be going on, oh no, man, Floyd Mayweather, he come on and say none of that is true. Then we can go back to 2018 and we can read comments like this when he been said it, right? When he been said, this is our umbrella, not Al Heyman umbrella, our umbrella. And now Pacquiao is signed, it is now under our umbrella, right? That's why I've been telling y'all that they played Pacquiao. I told y'all they played Pacquiao. I told y'all they played Pacquiao for his name. At the end of the road, he had one more fight left, and they wasn't going to let him leave with them belts, with that belt. Period, point blank. I also think that Charlo is pulling out the fight. It's fishy. Al Heyman and Floyd most likely seen the fans furious at the slip. Oh yeah, like you know how that go, bro. Yeah, like they're gonna try to put him out, and then they're gonna try to put somebody else up in there. But that was a whole PBC card because Selecki is a PBC fighter. I just looked that up last night. Right? They keeping all these fights in-house. All these fights are in-house for the PBC. All of them are in-house. They not fighting nobody from other stables. Nobody. They not fighting nobody for other stables. They got all this round robin on the inside. Right? You seen what Devin Haney did. Devin Haney, like people, they can call him boring. People, they can say whatever the hell they want to say. But Devin Haney got balls of steel. Period, point blank. Because what he do, he said, hey, Eddie, check this out, man. I'll be back. Right? But I want to be undisputed. Right? I don't know what happened to the video. That's what he told Eddie. That's what he told Eddie. Eddie, I'll be back, but I want to be undisputed, so I got to go and fuck with Bob Arum. Right? So I got to go over here and mess with Bob Arum, man. Everybody in boxing talking shit about Bob Arum and all that. Nah, man, but I got to go and mess with him because I want to become undisputed, right? I want legacy. That's balls of steel. Not signing back to your promoter who said that not signing back to your promoter who said that he gonna keep all your fights in-house. That's cowardly. You a coward. So you can fight the Rollies and you can fight these Pet Bull Cruisers again. You can fight old ass Gamboas again. What are we talking about here? Because it ain't nobody on the PBC that you can fight. But domestic Hispanic fighters. That's it. That's all it is over there. Name somebody that's on the PBC that Tank Davis can fight. Name somebody. Pet Bull Cruz? Right, because he's not fighting Ryan because Ryan is on a different platform. He's not fighting Ryan. He's not fighting Devin. He's not fighting Shakur. He's not fighting Tio. He's not fighting Lomachenko. Who is he fighting? A domestic Mexican fighter. Or Pet Bull Cruz in a rematch. That's going to be his next fight. Shit, I wouldn't be shocked if they try to throw Rolly in there again. This is why this fight is not happening, you guys. Because Floyd Mayweather, he want his hands in it. He want to get paid off of this. And Floyd Mayweather is not going to let it go down. Floyd Mayweather got more power in the PBC than a lot of people know, than we all knew. Right? Than we all knew. Shit, because according to this article right here, he set up the Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner fight. He told Al Heyman. The dude said, I went and told Al Heyman that the best fight for Manny Pacquiao would be Adrian Broner. So he wanted to get Adrian Broner beat? What? See? You got to look about stuff like this, bro. Or did he think that Adrian Broner can win? Shakur Stevenson will smoke Tank Davis. He got too much too. Oh yeah, man. Like if Rolly was outboxing Tank for 4 out of 6 rounds, bro, Shakur will dust him. Devin Haney will dust him. Lomachenko will dust him. T.O. will dust him. Shit, I will even give Oscar Valdez a chance. I'm just being honest, bro. Tank disappointed me. Then at the end of all that, then you so happy, you so filled with emotion. And I re-signed it back to Mayweather Promotions. What? Huh? But you just now was talking trash with Devin Haney, say that you want to fight. Oh, you did that to pump up your fight more? I get it. I get it. I get it, Tank. I get it. Right? You use Devin Haney to pump you up too, huh? You use Ryan Garcia to pump you up too, huh? Come on, bro. Like all that stuff was a factor in the fight. Like people, they don't even be realizing that. All that stuff was a factor in his fight. People really thought he was leaving Floyd Mayweather. Right? Because they want to see Tank go after legacy. Yes, you can knock out people. Yes, you can knock out people who can't fight. I mean, come on. Go and fight somebody that can fight, bro. A black athletic fighter. A black athletic fighter. Black and athletic with boxing skills. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I really don't understand it. Yeah. But Spence is working for Floyd Mayweather, and he don't even know it. You heard what he had said in the interview. He said, hey, I could be working for him. Like, if I am, I don't know it. Exactly. Al don't want you to know. Al don't want you to know. Al be keeping y'all so confused that y'all don't be knowing who y'all work for. Right? Let's listen to it again. This is for educational purposes only. But you don't know who you work for.
You do and can't do. I mean, what is Floyd? Do you work for Floyd or PBC? I never got a check for Floyd. Okay. I never got a check for Floyd. So I mean, shit. If I work for him, I ain't know. Already.
See, if I work for him, I ain't know. Exactly. I ain't never got a check from Floyd. So that don't mean you don't work for Floyd. See? They had them dudes confused over there at the PBC. Now watch him expose himself. Watch him expose himself. Listen.
Like I said, me and Al talk about my career. Me and Al go over my career. When Al asked just things to me, asked me what I want to do, and then I had a final say so to that. So even with that,
Al suggests things to me and asks me what I want to do, and then I have the final say so in that. So you could have been fought Crawford. You could have been fought Crawford years ago. You just ratted on yourself. Al Heyman suggests things to me, right? No, you could have said, no, I don't want that. I want to fight Crawford, right? But when you was backstage, Red Riding Hood, right? When you had your scary ass backstage, what did you say? You said Al Heyman had your plan. No, you came up with the plan, nigga. Al Heyman didn't come up with it. You did. Because you just said, I got final say so. Don't you see how you can catch this fucking hypocrite up? He's a fucking liar and a hypocrite. And that interview was 4 years ago. So think about this, people. Al Heyman suggests stuff to me, and I have final say-so. That's the same thing that Tom Brown had said on the stage with Sean Porter and Terrence Bud Crawford. The fighter has the final say-so. So all this bullshit that the Earl Sexual's been talking about, this dude been scared, been trying to wait out Crawford because he has the final say-so. He could have been asked Al Heyman to fight fucking Terrence Crawford. Facts. He just told us. He just told us that he could have been fought Terrence Bud Crawford. Scary ass. But see, stuff like this. But what I think that Floyd Mayweather did, he must don't like Earl. Floyd, he don't like Earl no more. Right? Because Earl, he didn't got so popular off that sparring session, right? That probably didn't even happen like that, right? That Mayweather is feeling some type of way. Right? Because that's all that the fanboys be, that's they claim to fame. Oh, man, no, he got in the ring with Mayweather, man. He gave Mayweather a black eye. How do we know that just wasn't PR? To pump up Earl Spence Jr., right? So he can go after Keith Thurman to get Keith Thurman off of Mayweather ass. Huh? So y'all can turn y'all attention to Earl Spence Jr. and take your attention off of Mayweather. Right? Man, because Mayweather was supposed to fight Keith Thurman. The old bait and switch. And he got that from Al Heyman. Now that Pacquiao is under our umbrella, not Al Heyman's, ours. So all the nonsense, it's out the window. Earl, he worked for Mayweather. He don't know, right? Because they discuss their business, solo. Mayweather and Al Heyman, they discuss their business solo. They don't tell their fighters, the shit that they be talking about. Right? Then this dude, he just snitched on himself. Al Heyman, yeah, man, he gives me a plan. But Al Heyman, he suggests, let me listen to it one more time, man, so I can quote it right. Al suggests things to me and asks me what I want to do. And I have final say-so in that. Al suggests things to me and asks me what I want to do. And I have final say-so in that. Just exposed himself. And this was 4 years ago. You can go and check out the video on Trill Boxing, whatever. But this was 4 years ago. So this just tells you the man been ducking. Ducking. Flat out ducking. Right? Because he could have been fought Terrence Bud Crawford when he said, oh yeah, like the easy route. He really meant the easy route. It wasn't because they was on the PBC. No, he really meant the easy route. He wanted to take the easy route. Come on, man. Like this guy just, oh man. Like you could, bro. See, when you lie, this is what I keep on telling people. When you lie, see, when you lie, you got to keep up that lie. And most of the time you fuck up. Right? Because you forget what you said before. You forget what you said before, then you come to somebody, and then your whole story didn't change. And they like, no, you told me this the last time. Oh, no. No, you lying. Right? No, you're lying. I mean, but it's so easy to catch up this guy, man. Like all you got to do is just listen to him. He telling on himself. Said he was his own promoter. Remember this. Oh, yeah, man. Like, I don't, like I'm my own promoter. I'm my own promoter. Terrence Bud Crawford, you see the picture right there with Red Riding Hood and Terrence Bud Crawford? You know who was right there by Terrence Bud Crawford? His promoter. Terrence Bud Crawford promoter was right there. And Earl Spence Jr., what did he say after that? You got to call Al. Oh, man, but I thought you was your own promoter. Oh, now I got to call Al? That's just a way because you don't want to fight. Just say you don't want to fight. Oh, call Al. That's what they do. That's what they say. Call Al. When they don't want to fight, they say call Al. Right? They say call Al, even though the decision is theirs. He just told you. The final decision is theirs. Errol Spence Jr. just said it out of his mouth. But they always tell you to call Al. But the final decision is theirs. So they can make the fight anytime they want to. They can say, okay, yeah. Like, well, I'm going to holler at Al about it. They can talk to Al about the fight. Right? They can talk to Al about the fight. Al, he can suggest they go a different route. But if they really want the fight, they got the last say-so in the fight. And they can make the fight. Earl Spence Jr. been ducking for years. But you always catch up a liar. You always catch up a hypocrite and a fucking coward. Because that's all he is. He's a coward. Trying to wait out Terrence Bud Crawford because he knew he couldn't beat this man. Pathetic. Instead of challenging yourself. Instead of challenging yourself. You trying to wait him out. You and Derrick James, y'all always tell on yourself. Derrick James, he keep on talking about his athleticism. Oh, yeah, man. But like Roy Jones Jr., you know, what are you bringing up, Roy? Oh, you want him to get slower so y'all can try to beat him. Man, like y'all tell on yourself all the time. Right? Yeah, you guys, but I'm going to leave it right there, man. I just wanted to really expose this guy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Just really expose that he's working for Mayweather. And we got to really take Mayweather serious now. You feel what I'm saying? When Mayweather says something out of his mouth pertaining to the PBC, I mean, shit, I think we should listen. Like, you feel what I'm saying? When it's pertaining to the PBC, because he made this statement right here back in 2018. That's when Pacquiao signed to the PBC. And he's saying our umbrella, our, not Al's, ours. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Like, he in there somewhere. He doing something. Right? And just like Earl Spence Jr. said, if I'm working for Mayweather, I don't know exactly. You ain't supposed to know. Al don't want you to know. Al don't want you to know. But Mayweather ego is so, out there. right? He just want to be the limelight. He just want to be such in the limelight that he reveals stuff from time to time. He talks too much from time to time, right? That's what it is. He talks too much from time to time. That's Floyd Mayweather problem. He talks a little bit too much from time to time. And I'm pretty sure that Al Heyman probably be pissed off. Probably like, bro, what you doing? You letting the fighters know that you feel what I'm saying? That you in this. I mean, come on, bro, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole nother thing going on over there with TMT. Now you exposing yourself, working with me and all that, man. Like, I don't know. Like, that could probably be conflict of interest or something. I don't know. But yeah, you guys. So I'm just going to leave it there, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. This is OD Log Sports Info, and I'm gone.